General Treatment Products video training series, setting a bleed relay, W100. Outputs, R1 is where we're going to set it. Maintenance, pan all the way to the bottom because I want you to make sure that it is in on-off mode. As long as it's in off mode, we're on-off mode, we're going to go back up to the top, we're going to answer our questions. So, first thing I want you to do is hand off auto settings, turn it to the auto position. I want you to go to set point, put in your set point. Right now it says 1,000, we're going to make it say 1,500. Go to deadband 25. We're going to go in here, show you how to change it. We're going to make it say 50. These are settings for you to determine. 50. Duty cycle period, minutes and seconds, not necessary, so we're not going to change it, but you can see that you can just up arrow key and down arrow key to get that. Duty cycle 100%, again 100%, you can leave that. Output limit time, if you want to set an output limit time for the bleed, most people don't, but we got hours, minutes, and seconds. 1 hour is the limit. Nothing now. Zeros are the override too. There is no limit to the output timer. Reset output timeout in case it ever does timeout, or you set an output timer, you will need that, and you'll just reset it like so. Interlocked channels is where we put in if something else is on. I don't want this relay to come on. So if it's the flow is off or anything like that, so what we want to make sure, D1, which is where we set our flow switch, up arrow key, you can see it puts a little dot in the D1. Now it's interlocked, okay? If you didn't want to feed your bias side at the same time, you could bias side, say we said our R3 is our bias side relay. Activate with channels. This is similar to bleed and feed at the same time. If you want to activate other things with this one or that one, vice versa, you would go in here and you'd say, okay, I want R3 and R1 to come on always at the same time. That's what this is. Minimum cycle relay. I'd like for you guys to put in 30 seconds. 30 seconds helps especially with our motor G series valves or with any valves that need to power up a capacitor to close. Hand limit time is always set at 10 minutes. If we go back up to the top of this where it said hand off and auto, if we switch this thing to hand, automatically after 10 minutes it'll revert back. So we're going to change this to 15 just so we can see how it changes. Accept it with the check. Reset total time. Inputs are conductivity sensor because this is for bleed on conductivity. If you change that, you could change it to temperature, any other machines or any other sensors that are coming to this, or you could just shut it off. We're going to leave it on conductivity. This is a conductivity controller, so we're forcing, when this relay comes on, it is going to force the reading lower, force lower. The name is on off, and here's where we're going to do some changing. Is on off doesn't really tell us much, so we're going to change this one here to bleed. Know that these numbers are numeric, symbols, space, lowercase, and then uppercase. So right now it's on uppercase. If I go here, bleed, B in uppercase, N down, get to the L, symbol. So up should give me more symbols, a space, and then back to lowercase. This is uppercase, so actually it'd be faster to go uppercase to Z, numeric, symbols, space, and then back to lowercase letters. Bleed. Now this is the one that may be tricky, but F, A, down to the lowercase a, before the lowercase a, you will see wrong way, didn't I? Before the lowercase a, you will see a space. So now it says bleed. So when people walk up to it, they'll see bleed. And you see it changed to the top here, bleed R1 settings. Mode should be on off. Remember, mode is the key to all of these things. Return back. Home for main screen.